Mulholland Highway. 24 feds, some in tactical gear, could be seen carrying evidence from the property, including several firearms. After the search, a SWAT team was seen leaving in a procession of law enforcement vehicles. Federal agents also executed a similar raid in Las Vegas today.
What he do had to pay, what? Cut a $100 million check to the IRS. Yeah. Give him $100 million. Now, if someone in this camp introduced him to someone that knew the game and that could save him money, he would look at that as a business move. Be very cautious. Don't want to mess his shit up. But then he has security. Well, if it don't work, at least got the money to pay him off. So I think it's a low risk, high reward for him. So I think in that situation, people with money like Mayweather, they'd be like, oh, I'll try it out.
The IRS has shaken up Floyd Mayweather's empire. After conducting a raid on his mansion in the U.S. inside, agents discovered a large stash of illegal drugs, unregistered firearms, and millions of dollars in cash hidden throughout the house. This isn't an isolated incident. It marks the climax of a series of troubling events. Investigations are underway into his $40 million real estate deal in Manhattan, which raises suspicions of financial irregularities, while his cryptocurrency ventures have already caught the eye of the SEC.
ESPN reporting that Mayweather, get this, still has not paid his taxes for 2015. We don't know how much money Mayweather owes, but he's asking the IRS for a break until the fight the end of August.
With the IRS raid, everything is coming into focus. The American public is getting a glimpse of the truth, and it's not just cash that Floyd has been concealing. This could be the scandal that finally exposes the false narrative of his untouchable wealth.
What's your travel arrangements?
You want me to show you right now? Call my pilot right now.
Yeah.
So you just call your pilot and he just come where? It's like an Uber? I'm finna show you. Gotta pick some people up for me in Vegas. Is that okay?
Yeah, of course, Chef. Yeah, we're ready to go.
Okay, so let me know. Head over to Clay Lacey, then go over to Vegas. So let me know what time you're gonna land so I can send him over there, and then Dan can get on the plane also. Okay?
I'd say have him at the airport about 10:45 or so.
All right, tell Dan he can get. Tell Dan you get on there also, please.
I got you.
All right, Jim. All right, thank you.
Yeah, I'm done.
The IRS raided Floyd Mayweather's Las Vegas mansion as part of a larger investigation into financial fraud and illegal activities. No one anticipated this turn of events. This is the same house Floyd showcased to Stephen A. Smith, highlighting all his luxurious possessions. Now, the IRS is digging deeper into the real story behind Floyd's lavish lifestyle.
What's your definition of toy?
Well, private jet, Enzo, Bugatti. Let's walk over here. I'll show you a couple of toys. They call this the $1 million garage.
I know we're on television, Floyd, but I think it's necessary for me to say, damn.
Well, we are on ESPN. These are sports cars. This is Sports Network. This car costs $3.2 million. This Bugatti right here costs $1.6 million. You ain't seen these toys.
I haven't seen these?
No.
What? Floyd, this is 7 cars, man. Silver, platinum, Miami, black LA, white Vegas.
Yeah, in New York, I got my drivers.
And you got your drivers in New York?
Yeah.
Why? Talk to me about why you make the decision to drive different colored cars in respective cities.
Spoiled brat.
Oh, just being a brat?
Just being a brat.
The 7 cars that you showed me are in excess of $15 to $20 million.
Let me see what's the number. We go 3
And you don't drive them.
It's close to 15 million. You're right. It's close to 15 million.
And you don't drive them.
No.
Oh Lord, this is your closet?
Yeah.
I see the money team hats along with various others.
Yeah.
Do you even know how many outfits you have?
I wear the same clothes, but I got it.
Inside the mansion, agents uncovered a significant amount of illegal narcotics, not just marijuana or prescription drugs, but hard drugs that carry severe federal penalties. But that wasn't all. Hidden compartments in the mansion contained numerous unregistered weapons, including military-grade arms, which are illegal without proper authorization. The most shocking discovery: the agents found piles of cash, some of which was damaged due to improper storage, and none of it was declared in Floyd's tax documents. We're talking millions in unreported physical cash for someone who built a brand flaunting wealth. This was a devastating blow. News of the raid quickly spread on social media, and even Floyd's most loyal supporters started questioning whether his empire was just a facade.
He replies to them by showing on Instagram $26 million, a payment he made to the IRS. By the way, nothing makes your tax payment look shadier than when you're just holding up cash.
Right.
That's not a good look for the IRS. But he showed his actual, 26 million.
That guy not pay taxes? How do the people around him, how do the lawyers that I'm sure that he employs, the financial people that are probably running his life, telling him to stop spending $1 million a day, how do they not deal with his?
As the investigation continued, more red flags emerged, particularly regarding his $40 to $1 million real estate investment in Manhattan.
Yeah, I think it might.
Yeah.
And on a point like this, because all of them, we're in New York City right now. We're in Manhattan. That's what we do. Come on. You know what to do? All this money made. No partners. All by myself. Over 1,000 apartments. I'm just getting started.
Just a month ago, Floyd posted a viral Instagram video in which he claimed ownership of 60 of the buildings.
Well, you guys know I do real estate in New York, so it was only right for me to get a new place in New York. So I got a new place in New York. I wish you guys the finishing touches. Money away, and you guys know the rest.
He said these properties, which include over 1,000 apartments and stores, were all his, with no partners involved, located mainly in Harlem, Morningside Heights, and Upper Manhattan. He proudly told his 30 million followers, "This is all mine. No partners, just me." Now, investigators are scrutinizing the deal, suspecting it may have been financed through unstable or illicit means. Reports suggest the transaction was conducted via offshore accounts and fake shell companies. Authorities are now looking into whether Floyd used this real estate deal to launder income and conceal it from tax authorities. If he thought owning properties would shield him from scrutiny, it may have only invited more investigation. Let's take a step back before the IRS raid and the Manhattan properties. There was the crypto scandal.
You won't believe this. Floyd Mayweather is back in the NFT space to launch his metaverse called Mayweather. There will be 5,000 NFTs with different utility, rarity levels, and rewards. But this NFT project is after a series of NFT and crypto scams he's started and promoted throughout the years. Some abandoned projects are Centra ICO, Ethereum Max, Floyd NFT, Bored Bunny, scamming his supporters for over more than $5 million. What do you think?
In 2022, Floyd promoted a cryptocurrency called Ethereum Max on social media, claiming huge returns for early investors. However, what his followers didn't know was that Floyd was secretly being paid to promote the coin without disclosing it. After millions of dollars were invested by his fans, Floyd and other celebrities allegedly pulled out, causing the coin's value to crash. It was clear Floyd needed the cash.
I know that Floyd is still getting in there as recently as this weekend because he needed the money. And I know
you think Floyd's fighting because he needs the money?
Doesn't need the money. Yeah.
Really? Why? You think he blew through all of his money? Get the fuck.
Well, he blew through a lot of it, but what I'm sharing for you, it wasn't what you thought it was.
He blew through it and wasn't making as much as
they're claiming he was doing $100 million a fight, and I'm claiming for you, he in his whole career has made about $100 million. There's a very
wow. You made 8.8 in one night.
Yeah.
And you're a great fighter, but I'm looking at Floyd and I'm like, Floyd had this long career. I could imagine him making more than $100 million.
Floyd is a household name.
Yeah. Yeah, I know people say that. I understand that.
Nah,
Floyd was not Muhammad Ali, and Floyd wasn't Mike Tyson.
Like 8.8 in one night, I'm like, I think Floyd could do a bunch of those.
No, I got it. I know. People think he made 130 in a night. I'm sharing with you he didn't.
Despite still being active in the game, Floyd's financial troubles are evident. While some believe he fights for the money, I don't think that's the case. He may have spent recklessly, but he didn't burn through as much as people think. While some claim he earned $100 million per fight, his total earnings over his career amount to around $100 million, not $100 million per fight. His biggest payday was $8.8 million for a single night, but Floyd doesn't have the same legendary consistency as Mike Tyson.
It's great that you got the job done of getting the paperwork. I got Floyd Mayweather to agree to fight me.
That's the win.
That's the win.
Yeah.
Because you not only got in there, but you gave a respectable performance to where like people walked away and it's not a gimmick anymore.
I owe Floyd a thanks. Yeah. Floyd Mayweather, looking forward to receiving the rest of the money you owe me, but thank you. From the bottom of my heart, thank you. He gave me an opportunity.
What is your relationship?
Non-existent.
Okay.
It was good, but there was like a money thing. We'll get it figured out.
There's always a money thing.
That's news to me.
Here's the kicker. While it's impressive to secure the paperwork, I got Floyd Mayweather to agree to fight me. That's the real victory. You didn't just show up. You performed admirably, and it was clear it wasn't a gimmick. I owe Floyd. Thanks. I'm looking forward to receiving the rest of the money he owes me. But I'm grateful for the opportunity he gave me. As for our relationship, it's non-existent. It was fine, but there's an unresolved money issue that we'll deal with later.
Floyd Mayweather, you punch-drunk idiot. Read my lips. Oh wait, you can't. Where's my money, bitch? Floyd never paid me for our fight. Who am I, the IRS? You can't dodge taxes like you do punches, dummy.
Floyd Mayweather, you punch-drunk fool. Listen up. Oh wait, you can't. Where's my money, you idiot? Floyd never paid me for our fight. Am I the IRS? You can't dodge taxes like you dodge punches. Dummy, how can you call yourself the GOAT?
Because I see a lot of people, people always bring up the fighter pay with the UFC, but isn't Logan complaining right now that he didn't get his checks from Floyd? Is that like a boxing issue versus
you don't
boxing
thing? You don't ever hear that coming out.
To this day?
You hear a guy going, I want to make $30 million, I didn't get paid enough. You don't ever hear guys going, yeah, they didn't pay me yet, ever.
Is that like a boxing issue?
Well, here's what happens when you go in and you do these fights and you make them, and Hunter, correct me if I'm wrong, you do these fights that are exhibitions or whatever, the commission isn't overseeing it. So let's say I did a fight with Mike, I got Mike fighting, Francis or something, the athletic commission gets the money up front. So they pay the fighters. They don't have to wait for, that was the big problem in the past, is that these boxing promoters would come in and they wouldn't make as much money as they thought they were going to do, so they would stiff the fighters and not pay the guys. And that's why these regulations are in place in these different states.
Logan Paul continues to claim that Floyd owes him millions. Federal agents are now investigating whether Floyd properly reported his earnings from their fight. Spoiler alert, he probably didn't, because
Floyd Money Mayweather up until recently didn't have any money, so Floyd is the highest earning athlete in his career, making over $1.1 billion. And after making a killing, he ended up retiring in 2017. However, he dug himself into a hole after making super lavish purchases like this LA mansion. It was so bad that he actually owed $22.2 million to the IRS, which made him have to come out of retirement to pay that back. Like and follow for more.
Floyd's exhibition matches, often held in Dubai and Japan, have been criticized for suspicious payments, shady side deals, and unexplained earnings that seem to vanish, had in untraceable offshore accounts, and it's no wonder the IRS decided to raid his home.
In terms of Floyd, right?
Okay.
So you get off the phone,
yeah.
You've agreed to fight Floyd,
yeah.
But then you have to sit there and go, holy shit. So who do you tell first? What are you thinking at that point? Do you ring someone or what are you doing?
First person I told was Shane. So before I even signed anything, I called Shane and I was telling him I'm scared. And then Shane's just like, sign it. Just sign it. Stop being a pussy.
After retiring undefeated, Floyd became a pay-per-view cash machine. But instead of facing professional boxers, he began booking fights with YouTubers, influencers, and reality TV stars Logan Paul, Deji, John Gotti 3, and even random TikTok celebrities.
Reveal what's going on with Floyd Mayweather, what happened with him with Dubai, which Tank lied. Most people just thought Floyd and Tank was going back and forth just for publicity anyway. All right, it was just for publicity. And according to WAC 100, which is the male Wendy Williams, we thought that title went to 50 Cent. You know what I'm saying? 50 Cent.
So you get the call, agree to fight Floyd, and then you're sitting there thinking, this is insane. Who do you tell first? I called Shane before signing anything. I told him, I'm scared. Shane said, just sign it. Stop being a coward. Things couldn't have gotten worse for Floyd when Tank Davis fueled the fire.
Speechless if this is true, but Floyd Mayweather is supposedly held hostage in Dubai. Gervonta Davis suggested this, who I believe is signed under Floyd Mayweather. Then Floyd responded back of posting a video of Tank dancing on his IG, saying, "We always knew he had sugar in the tank." Like, actually, that's insane posting this online. I'm not even kidding. And then Tank went on his IG story to say this.
You owe them people over in Dubai that money. Tell them get online right now. And you owe people in Saudi Arabia.
And Floyd responded back saying he should fight Shakur instead. I have no clue what is going on with this beef, but they're basically saying that Floyd Mayweather is broke and owes people money and he's hiding in Dubai. I'm actually speechless if any of that is remotely true, but I kind of can see that coming. I don't know if you guys remember this, but Logan Paul and Jake Paul, like 2 years ago, said that Floyd is actually broke. And it low-key might be true, but we'll see what happens.
Earlier this year, Tank Davis, once Floyd's protege, revealed that Floyd was detained in Dubai over international financial crimes. Tank claimed that Floyd wasn't just traveling for exhibitions, he was stuck in Dubai, trying to avoid U.S. law enforcement. The craziest part? Tank also accused Floyd of keeping illegal guns in his homes, suggesting Floyd was afraid of retaliation from fighters and former business partners he had allegedly scammed. But the most shocking claim came after Tank knocked out Frank Martin. Floyd had allegedly hired people to stalk him. Now we understand why Floyd kept those weapons.
He the one told Frank that I was running at 7 o'clock in the morning, Friday. He told Frank that. He was giving Frank tips and stuff like that. I seen his people's drive by while I was running. It's cool. It's all right. I don't really think too much of it. He's not gonna hurt me. You know what I mean? So it's good to be with him than be cool with him, because he can do some crazy stuff. He'll put you in bad situations.
The rift between Tank and Floyd became even more personal when Floyd's daughter Yaya became involved. Ryan Garcia revealed a secret, claiming Tank and Yaya were romantically involved. Initially, people dismissed it as just Ryan's wild online behavior.
Because Ryan is on the internet right now saying that he knows the root cause of the Tank Davis and Floyd Mayweather beef. And this was news to me, that there's a possibility that Tank had a relationship with Floyd's daughter. It's not official news. If Ryan Garcia said it, it's definitely not official news. And I'm not gonna act like he doesn't have a relationship with Tank Davis and Floyd Mayweather, like where there's smoke, there couldn't be fire. There is clearly something going on between Floyd and Tank Davis.
His daughter, she a grown woman. She do what she want to do, when she want to do it. You know what I mean? So
yeah, but is Tank right for that though?
Yeah.
Yeah, but is that good business to sleep with your business partner's daughter?
Business is business and personal is personal. We can't let this get between our money, man.
However, Tank eventually confirmed that Yaya had been constantly Snapchatting him. Was Floyd okay with it? Not at all. So, what did he do? Floyd allegedly had Tank followed while keeping unregistered guns. As if preparing for a confrontation, something shady was clearly going on behind the scenes.
Do you think Floyd did that intentionally?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Why? After so much time, after like, I guess, again, after what we think he helped you come into the game, he gave you the spotlight, like why would he try to diminish your career?
Cause at that time I don't want to go too deep into it, cause I don't want to bring up mine. But it was somehow that they were saying that I was messing with his daughter off of the fact that she kept Snapchatting me.
Okay.
She kept hitting me on the Snapchat. So he sent it to Floyd, and Floyd bugged out.
Okay.
So that's what made it like.
And you think that was the downfall of y'all career? I mean, y'all.
No, it was a
relationship, not
downfall.
career.
Yeah,
Relationship.
it wasn't a downfall of my career. I mean, my our relationship, because it was more things that he was doing. Like
he scheduled a fight, I think.
Let's go back to Floyd's long-standing feud with 50 Cent. They were once close, but 50 eventually called Floyd a fraud, accusing him of being illiterate and scamming him out of money. During a failed business venture, people initially thought it was just a rap feud, but now it seems much more serious.
What the hell happened between 50 Cent and Floyd Mayweather?
He changed his mind. As he was going into jail, he asked me to help him with Mayweather promotion. Signed the actual fighters. We had acquisition of Gamboa, Andre Durrell, IBF champion, Billy Dib. I brought him over while Floyd was incarcerated. Then he comes home, let's get Floyd back in pocket. $300,000 chains, new Lamborghini. And I'm sitting there going, when you gonna give me the money? But I ain't trying to press him because he just got out of jail.
Are we talking over $2 million?
It's about that. When he finally does bring up the actual situation, he acted like he didn't know anything. I didn't tell y'all to do that. And I'm looking at him and he looked in my face and he told me to do it.